Who's
Who's
she is
he?
giving me
Me?
side eye, isn't
No,
she?
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, here, look. Huh. This is what 35 looks like, people. This is totally what 35 looks like. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone.
Hi guys. I need
I
to
had
screen
to
cap
do that.
that.
Oh, I can email it to you.
Oh yes, please. Yes,
I can
please.
totally email it to you. So
Oh, I
that's
will.
that's
I will try
wonderful.
to turn it into an artwork.
Ooh, and I don't think he's here yet. So
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen him, so
okay. And I just see the notice just popped, so that's
yes.
wonderful. And thank you, Orshi, for being here.
Of course, you cannot get rid of me. You know, you should know that by now.
Well, good, because I'm not trying. And so this is an I'll show you mine with Orshi, Dragorshi's Tarot. And this is where we show each other things that bring us joy. They could include decks or other stuff. And
Hmm.
it's just so much fun. So Wani is here. She said number 2. And I think that's because Richie Longman Tarot was on this morning.
Oh yeah,
And
which I
he
missed
invite.
because my notification didn't pop. So I'm so sorry I missed it because I need to
Uh-oh.
check the bell because there might be some mistake.
Mm, okay. But it was a fun time. It was an impromptu thing. So Sandra is here, the
Hi
Whispering
Sandra.
Well. Lady Knight of Avalon,
Hi
Maria,
Maria.
hello. Jonathan is here, Jonathan Daly,
My
hi.
favorite James.
Your
Second
favorite?
favorite.
Oh, okay,
His middle name is James. So
okay, okay. And
hi
Aspasia
Beth.
Rising, Beth is here, hello. And my chat just way jumped.
Oh yeah, I have the
And
chat over there. So if I look over there, I'm checking the chat. If I look over there, I'm checking the storm. So I'm gonna be looking everywhere.
yeah, everybody's bad with names, Beth. We get there,
Yeah.
but I do want to. I'd like to try to say the channel name each time because I
Yeah.
want people to feel good. So, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. Jamie is here.
Hi Jamie. I mean,
Beth.
we have to sing. I mean, I always sing it now. So
Yeah. Peter says you like a sharing screen now, Gerald. Um, and
knows how to use it.
Peter says you like a sharing screen now. Gerald knows how to use it. Well,
I don't
okay.
understand
I don't
that. I
quite
think
understand.
you. I mean, you share the screen of the picture. No.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh,
Richie, feel free to
explain.
explain that. Yeah. Brian is here. Hello,
Oh
Brian.
hi. I don't think I've seen you. So hi.
Brian,
But I
this
love that
is
picture.
Orshi, Brian. So,
Hi Ryan.
and Lisa Stevens is
Hi
here.
Lisa.
And then we have Peter J. Watts. Hello,
Oh hi.
Peter. Good to see you. Um, oh, yeah. Jonathan was asleep
Well,
when Richie was live. Yes.
I was
So,
watching First Kill, so I have no or doing my nails, something like that. So that's why I'm mad because I could have actually watched it.
there's always playback.
Of course, which I do you do utilize a lot. So
Yes. And when you watch playback, do you watch them at faster speed?
no, I don't like to
Okay.
do that.
I
I
do
know a
that
lot of people watch
sometimes.
it at 2 times and whatever, but I'm like, I like if there's a live that's an hour, I'm like, oh, I can do other stuff, and and don't worry about clicking something new. I can just enjoy. So I like watching the whole
Hmm.
thing on normal speed.
Yes. Okay. And so Brian says if you're doing channel names, Gerald, I'm slowly migrating mine to my new
Okay,
channel, Blushing
blushing
Nerd
nerd.
Tarot. I love that. I'm making a
Drop a
note of
link.
that. Yeah. If anybody can find that, any of my mods, please do that. And so,
I just
Brian,
saw that
either
Richie's.
way,
Sorry,
glad to have you here.
Richie's
Go
too
ahead.
tired to explain, so we will never know.
I'm too tired to explain. It's okay. You don't have to. We'll do it the next time because here you go. Spoiler alert. Richie is on
Oh,
my channel next week at this time for the long stash Letha. convo.
Is it already again something like that? Wow.
Yes, I know. It's quite interesting.
Wow.
So,
And when will you be on my channel for the paper clips?
we should have your people call my people, or before we leave, let's look at a calendar. So, Brian says hi, Orshi. Kim Moon Whisper is here. Hello.
Hi, Kim.
And by the way, Brian, the name Blushing Nerd Tarot suggests perhaps you could be a person who, I don't know, be in a conversation about a deck casual or decks in general, something like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
get a hold of me, Brian. Shameless plug.
Of course.
So, shameless plug. Debbie Aquarius Owl is
Hi,
here.
Debbie.
Hello. And okay, getting through. Oh, look, Jamie did
Oh,
that.
cool.
That's
I will
good.
open it.
And Richie has subbed to Brian.
I'll
And
check it
Beth
later.
Spazia Rising said traveling, so I'll watch on playback. Richie, yes, that's true. Love the title. I love it too. I mean,
Yeah.
totally. So, okay. Oh, somebody take a screenshot of that. Yes, Gerald, yes, wants to come on. You know, we can do this. We can do this. So,
Mm.
but yeah. Okay, so Orshi is got rain coming,
Storm.
correct? Storm, a storm. A
So if I
storm.
disappear, I'm a magician
Mm-hmm.
performing a trick.
There you
Don't
go.
be alarmed, but it could happen. So
Don't be alarmed. Julie Kushia Watts is here.
hi.
Hello. And all of you are the best. Thank you so much. Well, Brian, duh. So, oh,
Obviously, I mean,
look,
I didn't want to say obviously, but obviously.
I'll say it. It's my channel. Duh. Joan B is here. Hello.
Hi, John.
Thank you. Um,
You're on
and so
vacation, I think. John is on vacation, if I'm not
with
mistaken, or work.
Micah, is it with
Yeah,
Micah?
with Micah. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
saw the pictures. They are staying at a really cool place. So
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, for those of you who do not know, I'll show you mine. Is when we show. Oh, look, Micah is watching too. There you
oh,
go.
cool. Okay, because I
And
was like, "Where's Micah?"
yeah, and by the way, Micah was on my channel and survived. We did a
Yes.
lovely Muse Tarot deck casual.
Yeah, I told her that
So
she's going to be, okay.
she's fine. So the I'll show you mine is when what we do is we share things that we have recently um, acquired or rediscovered, and it's things that are bringing us joy.
Yes.
So there's all sorts of that. Oh, look, there she is.
Ah, good.
Hello, hello. And I love this. I'm just gonna pop these up because if just sub to Brian, just sub to Brian. So Julie Kuchia Watt said we have a storm too. That's why we're in the house watching YouTube. Yeah.
I mean, I'm completely fine. I will try to show you guys the clouds, the color. Maybe you can see how dark they are. I don't know if you can see because the color correction is,
Yeah, it makes it look pretty
uh,
nice
yeah,
actually.
it's dark. But the internet connection might, if there's a power outage, it's.
The clouds are dark just like Richie's soul.
He's a
Longman
Slytherin,
Tarot.
so
Is he really a Slytherin? Are you really a Slytherin, Richie?
not me, him.
Oh, okay. What are
Richie,
you?
I'm a Gryffindor.
Okay.
I almost said
Okay.
Hungarian, but I'm like, that sounds strange for
Yes,
you.
yes, you are. You are
I
Hungarian,
mean,
aren't you?
yes, I am. I mean, as far as I know, but I mean, I'm 100% European according to my DNA results. So
Okay.
that was boring. I was so
Your
disappointed.
your DNA results
Yeah,
were
I
boring.
did that DNA test, and it was like, uh, I didn't even know like how many percent of Polish and less percent of Hungarian. There was a 2.4% Jewish, which I knew, and there's some Italian, like a point, 1 point something, but nothing exotic, nothing cool. I was like, I'm European, yay.
There you go. And Richie said, yes, yes, I am, and proud. And for those of you who couldn't hear it, it's yes, yes, I am, and proud. So there you go.
Can I clap with my not too
Oh,
big hands?
yes, yes, we can both clap. We can both clap. Tiny hands alert. So Jonathan's going into lurker mode.
Okay.
Kristen Louise is here. Hello, Kristen Louise. Beth, Aspasia Rising, and I are both Ravenclaw.
Of course, that makes sense. I mean, I'm in between Slytherin and Gryffindor, so
yeah. I
think I feel that, so
yeah.
But I choose light. I choose joy. I choose the good side.
Actually, I mean, but here's the thing. Ooh, let's get deep and philosophical.
Ooh, okay.
Sometimes using the darkness is actually the best option because it actually helps the light. So, but that's something that you love. You love something that brings you joy are the Harry Potter books.
Yes. The books only nowadays because
yes. The author has
I gave up on her. So I mean, I really tried to understand, and these days I'm like, nope, I'm giving up on her. So
yeah.
But I do think that the books are a complete and separate thing now. And I don't care. I'm not giving up that.
Yeah. Well, and Richie had Longman Tarot had Tarot Living with Manasa on
I
last
still need to contact
Friday.
her.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
and
I want her on my channel as well. So
yeah, I love it. Everybody's like going, I want Manasa on my channel.
I mean, she said yes, so I just need to find a way to, I need to actually reach out and set it up. So
excellent. But she was also talking about how the books are very different than the movies.
Yes, and I loved her for it.
Yes.
Because I'm like,
yeah.
Because I hate when people say that, oh, I love Harry Potter, I watched all the movies, and I'm like, you haven't read the books, you don't know shit.
Yes. Well, and really, I mean, and I think Richie said also it gave people something to read, in particular, because at the time I was working in a library, it gave boys something to read.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah.
I had, I mean, we're not doing it right now. It's still COVID bullshit. We haven't restarted the Harry Potter Club in the library, which I do. But half of the group that regularly came were boys. And the most active member who really, was there, who knew the books, who was participating all the time was a boy. So it's just cool to see kids being excited for reading.
Yes, and it made it okay for boys to read because for a while, and probably, boys aren't supposed to read. It's not cool to read. But I mean, let me tell you, librarians, in particular, youth services librarians, were making list after list after list of what to read while you're waiting for Harry Potter, because they were a long list, and they were so good. So good.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So lots of Ravenclaws here. And Aspasia Rising Beth said DNA tests are Eurocentric. For example, if you have American Indian background, it won't be in the DNA bank, or if you are ancestors who were slaves. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think our family came from the other direction, but it doesn't mean that there were no history. So
Shauna Ray is here. Hello, Shauna Ray. How do you find out your Harry Potter house? Please, do you have any suggestions? Orsi, and if anybody, any of the mods have a link, feel free to post it.
It's already been listed. Jonathan posted the link for the official Wizarding. It's not Pottermore anymore. It's Wizarding World, and you can take the test there. And I think that's the easiest way to do it, because every other test just copies that one in a slightly way, and they
Hmm.
updated it recently. And you get the bond. You know, if you fill out the test, you get your bond, you get your Patronus, not just what's your house and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and Beth Esposito Rising said there are tests online. My son and I did it together. We take this very seriously.
And
So,
I find that once you know that someone belongs to a certain house and you're familiar with the story, it adds a lot and explains a lot, because these are so well made, these tests, I think. I mean,
yes.
for example, like when Richie said that he's a Slytherin, I was like, explains those little quirky things. And I'm like, and now I understand.
Yes. Peter J. Watts said, until more people are tested, European is most that's in the database. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I think that the number is always growing. I have like more than 1,000 third cousins in US.
oh,
So I
okay.
have a lot of really distant relatives in the US.
And one of them is probably Debbie Aquarius Owl because you like the
Yeah,
same football team.
yeah, and we're twins. We're just separate by a few things like Ravenclaw,
Uh-huh. Yes.
but obviously we are twins.
Yeah. Well, I have a stack of stuff that I want to share. And by the way, as we share things, always keep in mind, know your limits, purchase responsibly. And we're just showing things and talking about things that bring us joy. So, and feel free to pop in stuff that brings you joy too.
Yes,
Um,
and the Hufflepuff is really cool. I mean, Sandra said it that she's a Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff is cool.
mhm.
They are the
Well, there,
kind people.
yeah, yeah. Shauna Bray is saying I will take the test after. Yay.
Come back
And
and type in the comments the results, so we can come back
yeah,
and see
yes. Shauna
if
Ray,
you want
thanks
to,
for
of course.
being here. It doesn't matter where I take the test. I'm always put in Ravenclaw. Well, see,
This
and
is a humble brag. I'm so intelligent. I'm so smart. I'm a Ravenclaw.
well, I worked with people who were obsessed about it, and really,
Oh,
for the last 2 years, they were convinced I was Slytherin, and I took
nope.
every test multiple times, and I kept coming up Ravenclaw.
Yeah,
And
because
then
you are.
so I am, yes. And they didn't believe it because they only see one side of me. They see the side that
Mm.
I present. And so I took the test and I answered how I would not answer it. I did the complete opposite, and then it put me in Slytherin.
Oh,
So it's like
interesting.
it's very interesting. So
I
um
only took it twice, because I took it in some older form, and then I created the new account on Dan Pottermore, and I
yeah,
did it once, and I'm like, I don't need to. I know what I am.
yeah.
I'm the basic bitch. I'm a Gryffindor.
Did you see Debbie
Yes, I
Aquarius
saw.
Owl twins? So well,
I
I want to
see.
show something. I am the only Slytherin here. And I
I don't
think
think
you're
so.
Slytherin enough that that's all we need. So they thought you were Slytherin because you're a Scorpio. That is actually
Yeah.
true. That's actually true. So a couple of weeks ago, Jeffrey and I went on a quilting retreat,
Oh yes.
and so I have the quilt to show. I'm going to embiggen me,
Yes.
but so what I did is this is for my brother who he created. I have a Singer Featherweight sewing machine, which is a prized old sewing machine. The one that I have was she was built in, I believe, 1941. Her name is
Ooh.
Stella Bolt.
Ha.
I actually we figured out because of the records that you can find online and her serial number. We think we know what day she was born, and we think she was
Oh
born in the morning of this. And this is, this is geeky.
wow.
Hello, I'm a Ravenclaw, so
Exactly.
this
See,
is what we do. And so okay, so yeah,
BB.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to do this, And so he made me a portable sewing machine
Oh,
table, and in exchange for me making him this.
oh, it's so beautiful.
I hope
Honestly,
you
I
can see
love the
that.
colors. Yes, we can see everything, and it's beautiful.
So, um,
It's really cool.
and it's layered. You could see up here, I actually did some of the colors around it. And this is a picture of a sunrise at his house.
Oh,
So
I mean, I just love the trees as well. You know, the branches are just so tiny and they are just so
yeah.
lifelike, and the colors as well. They bleed in so nicely. I
Hmm.
never even knew that something like this existed
Yeah.
because I
So
just don't know shit.
yeah. So there's that. Thank you for letting me show that. I've been like going,
That's
oh, I
cool.
want to show that. I want to show that.
Of course,
And lots of love
I've
for
seen it on
that.
So go follow Gerald on Instagram because he posts
Oh,
these things on,
uh,
Instagram. So do that.
so thank you, everybody. I'm not going to pop everybody's up, but it's a lot of fun, and I did take. It's interesting is because the process of creating it, what the fabric is underneath of what you see on top isn't like it. So it was a really
No,
fun process. So
I mean, if I don't know if you can do that, but I would love to see a video like sped up version, at least for a part, how it's made or something like that.
um, I think Wandering Mountain Bardic Path has wanted me to do something like that. So um, Joe is here.
Hi.
Hello, Joe, behind the veil. Joe is coming in on my channel next month for a
Oh, cool.
laugh and learn. And if you do not follow Joe,
You're missing out.
do it, because Joe gives very, very wonderful, informative, short videos, particularly about well-being. And that being said, um, the working towards well-being hashtag is how you and I met,
Yes.
Orsi.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how awesome is that?
Yes.
Um,
And we have
Tan-
Tanji in the house. Ooh.
Tangi is in the house, and by the way, Tangi is
Tanji.
on my channel tomorrow for oracle readings at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Awesome.
So, oh, and Micah wants one, but she'll trade me 11 snakes.
I mean, she has them,
So,
so.
oop, yes. So, Acorn Moon,
Hey, Dad.
hello. How are you? I don't think I've met
That's
Acorn
nice.
Moon.
Yeah, I mean, me
So,
neither.
so,
Did
oh,
he? Oh,
well,
there's Kristen Louise. Kristen Louise is here. I don't know if he said.
yes, Kristen
I can't
Louise,
remember.
yes.
Yeah. If I
It's
didn't
okay.
say hi,
It's
then.
good. Yeah, keep saying hi. It's all good. It's all good. Look, I mean, I am all about sharing the love, and seriously, people get on it. I mean,
Yeah,
Joe
of course.
works hard for those things, so
Yes, yes.
it's great. And so it looks like sunrise I saw yesterday morning along the bay here in New York. Love that. And see, and that's one of those things that when people post pictures on Facebook, because I can't do it on Instagram, I can't capture the picture. Sometimes
Mhm.
I will say, did you take this picture and could you email it to me? Because I like a collection of landscape quilt things.
Oh,
So, but okay, getting caught up. Lots of love, lots of love. Lovely name. Yes, Acorn Moon
yes.
is lovely. And Kiba is here. Hello, Kiba Lyons. Tarot
Hi.
and Witchery, April. April, right? Yes, because I was actually looking at some decks, April, that
Yes, yes.
wondering if maybe we can do talk about maybe deck casual. I got to figure out a way to get April on my channel. So,
Said the
and
spider.
yes, did somebody say Zane?
Uh, I
I
don't
don't know.
see Zane, but
Richie
sometimes
said,
Zane appears that everybody starts saying hi to him, and I don't see him, and then suddenly he's there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's some witchcraft there.
I actually have your email written down so that I can email you because it's awesome. So that's the first thing that brings me joy. And oh yeah, Richie is going, no, my mistake. Well, let's
Okay.
all manifest him. So no, no, Zane. Oh,
Yet, maybe.
not yet. But
So,
anyhow, so that's something that I really like. What brings me joy is to be creative using fabric. I sewed it all using my Featherweight sewing machine. I quilted it on my Featherweight sewing machine with the table that he created for me. And it's just wonderful. So,
cool. So, staying on the topic of fabric, I started, thanks to Diane, Wood Thresh Cottage. That's her channel. She
yes.
she helped me with tarot pouches. So I
Very
started
nice.
making them, and okay, they are obviously not the prettiest thing ever, but I really enjoy these blanket stitches. So I have two ugly ones before I remember that, oh, I'm supposed to use not just these kind of spirally motions, but an actual stitching. So I might redo those, but this one turned out quite nicely.
Very
And
nice.
and I have a braided like thing to wrap this
Hmm.
around.
Yeah.
So I'm having fun making tarot pouches that I can stack on top of each other.
Good. Very good. Um, Beth asked, I thought April had suggested chatting about
Ooh,
Guardians of the Night, or am I losing your mind? You are correct, Beth. April did suggest Guardians of the Night, and it's on my list of things to look at. I don't own that one. So I sort of would like to do a deck casual of things that I own, but
is it?
not
It's coming
necessarily.
out in mass market.
It is, yeah, that's by
I've
the
seen it on
same,
the Amazon new whatever
yeah.
list.
And Joan B, on the quilt are the fabric strips hand dyed. Did you dye them yourself? I did not dye them myself. I mostly used fabric from lunfabrics.com or Lun Fabrics. They're on Etsy. Um, but and I know the people, they're great. So I love
Thank
the
you,
hand
Richie
stitching on there.
and Lisa
They're
and Joe.
beautiful, Orshi.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all.
That's great. No, Gerald. No, Gerald did. But Cosmic Visions, I do not have Cosmic
Very nice.
Visions. Jonathan wants me to do one, and I don't have that. Music, seeing all types of bands play live.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
isn't
nice.
that a great thing? Yeah. So I love it. And she's like, I have a lot of decks. We should talk. Yeah, we'll chat. We'll chat. Always the operative
I
word,
know.
yet. Yeah, it's coming out in July in mass market. Yep. Bye, Kristen Louise. Take care.
Oh,
So, sharing good food with loved ones.
absolutely.
I like that too. And watching my flowers grow
Oh,
brings me joy. Very
yes.
nice. Is there a favorite flower, April?
Hmm.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Um, so, okay. So I should probably go next again.
Yes.
So Jeffrey and I, we celebrated our 7th anniversary of our first date last Wednesday, and he bought me some very nice things, and one of them is a tarot deck. It's called Double Major.
Oh, I haven't heard
Hashtag
about it.
purchase responsibly, know your limits. And April loves roses,
Oh,
so I am familiar with the Geese bend quilts. They're amazing. Thank you, Kim. I'm very happy. So this is a deck. It's called Double Majors, and it's published by Golden Age. Hashtag purchase responsibly. Know your limits. And what it is, I'm going to show a couple of them. It's two versions of the majors, and then two versions of each of the court cards for all of the suits.
hmm.
So we have this, And then we have this.
Oh,
And
interesting.
then like this. And then what happened right after it.
Oh, so
So
it could be a light and shadow as well.
it could be a light and shadow. It's oftentimes like the after tarot.
Oh, interesting.
Um, this one's funny. I'm like on, okay, what is she selling? Boom, boom, boom.
That's cool.
Do
Will
you
you
have a
post a
favorite card?
walkthrough?
I will post a walkthrough. Yes.
Okay. I mean,
What's a favorite card? What's a card that you want me
High
to show in the
Priestess.
majors?
I mean, for me, High Priestess, so that's cool. And I kind of like that, she's looking out at the window or, at the veil.
Yes.
And she's like, I can't be
Yeah.
bothered to help you. It's kind of like
She's
deal
like,
with it
okay,
yourself.
yeah, because the high priestess is about oftentimes what's behind the veil.
And it could be
So
like she's the card that gives you advice, but it usually stays behind the scenes, and it looks like she's like, I want to see what's happening in the real world.
yes, it is an interesting deck,
Oh,
and
Three of Swords. Yeah, it could be.
well, I don't have the three of swords because it's the majors only, and
Oh,
then
it's a
the
major
court
as well. Okay.
cards.
Okay.
So here, I thought this was funny. The lovers hashtag nudity alert. Here's this one, but then here's that. After they get kicked out of the Garden of Eden.
Oh, okay. The choice has
So
been, made.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I like these type of
You're
decks.
welcome. You're welcome. I am a tease. Do you use cotton fabric? My husband and I made ice dyed
Oh.
tie dyes. I have dyed some fat quarters. I would love to send you a couple. I would totally, Lisa. I totally love. I have done some ice dyeing as well, and they're wonderful. So yeah, be in touch. Peter wants to see the Hierophant. Here's the Hierophant. And then here's the other version of the Hierophant.
Without anyone to share your knowledge, or have
Hmm.
influence over. That's an
Yeah.
interesting one.
Yeah, because the supplicants are gone,
Yep. No
or the
one to rule
ceremony is
over.
all done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, in the High Priestess card, did the letters change? I do not.
Oh, I was not paying attention.
Well, they are N and D, which is not usually what we see.
Night, day, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. So, can you show the Hermit and the Strength, please? Yes. Okay. And then I will. Okay. Then we'll move on because I know we've got other stuff. Here's the Hermit.
Subscribe to Gerald because he's gonna post a flip and a walkthrough or something like that. So if you want to see the deck, subscribe to Gerald.
And then the Hermit, the other
Mm,
Hermit.
interesting. I
And
like that
then
other hermit.
actually, I am a fan of the Strength card because I think it's so very interesting. We have the Strength card.
Did the lion eat the lady?
There you go.
Ah, almost. I mean, I don't know why I'm so happy about it, but
Yeah, yeah. And okay, so I'll show the world, and then we'll move on. Um,
I'm such a nice person, you guys.
you're a nice person?
Yeah, I didn't wish the lady to be eaten by a lion. No.
No, it's very Slytherin of you.
I just like the idea of something new, Oh, okay. Finally, she dressed up. Thank you.
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'm moving on, kids. Moving
Yeah,
on. So
I like what she's wearing. It's really cool.
I love that. Thank you. That's sweet. So anyhow, this is called double major. It is a double major and double court cards.
I wonder why
So
there are no minors.
because it would be a 156 card deck. So it would
So,
be like, okay.
so.
If you can, I mean, my tiny hands cannot shuffle that.
I mean, I have the Tea Leaves Oracle, which is like 200 cards, and I keep them in a box. And
Yeah.
so,
So, but anyhow, so there's that. So,
okay. I'm gonna show two decks because one of them is been already posted, so I'm just gonna mention. So if you're curious about the deck, go subscribe to me as well.
I'm going to put this
Oh,
there.
I don't know if you need to, but it's the
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons,
Richie and
which
I were talking about that.
yeah. I mean, they are still the minors are still in order because I haven't dared to shuffle them because some cards like this is the two of wands
Mm-hmm.
and there's no indication on the cards which suit they are in. And this is not a typical one, and unfortunately, the guidebook didn't explain why it's the two of wands.
Oh.
No, I mean, at least not. I mean, now by now I know that this is the two of wands because I talked about the card so much. But this is
Mm-hmm.
the three of wands, and when at first saw it, I was like, there are too many people. Why is there three? And but this suit, the ones are influence, I think, or charisma. And this card is about growing your network, being more influential, expanding your
Mm-hmm.
network, and something like that. So I was like, okay, I actually like that. So they
Mm-hmm.
did something really cool with the minors, but the only thing that I'm a little salty about is that there's not enough explanation why the artwork is what or why they changed it, and there are no indications of the suits. Minors.
Mm-hmm.
On the cards. But I knew that going in because I watched
Yeah.
the walkthrough. It was mentioned, and I was like, I still want this deck because I love the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I mean, I have the first impression and the flip through if you want to check out that deck. And the next one
Ooh.
is coming this week is the Field Tarot,
Oh, okay. And by the
which
way, all of Orshi's links are below in the description, so do that.
I bought this from a friend, so it's an extra. Oh, look, the tower. Whoops. But I just used it in a reading and it worked really nicely. So, and I
Mm.
just like the style. It could be quilted if you think about it.
Uh-huh.
You could make these cards, Gerald.
What?
You could make a quilt art from a card like this.
I could, yes, I could.
So look
So,
at that. Princess of Wands exploration. Ooh.
yeah.
So yeah,
Uh,
two new decks.
um, Julie Cushio Watts has a really good suggestion. Have the creator come on and speak about this deck.
I mean, I already stalked the artist and I already started asking questions. And if they are open to it, they're gonna be. I mean, I will, invite them on my channel, but not. A lot of people don't like to be on camera, So not everybody is such a
Oh,
narcissist like us. So
I'm not a narcissist.
I'm just saying.
Snap.
I'm just joking.
Oh,
We're the other side now.
I get it. I know we're on the other side. I did that on purpose. Sandra said yes. That put me off the Dungeons and Dragons deck
But it's
without
such a
that.
good one,
So,
and what like watch my gushing over the deck if you want to know my opinion.
hi Dippity Doo. Thank you for being
I
here.
love that name. It sounds so
Yes,
happy.
yes. We are performance artists. There you
Oh
go.
yeah, that's better.
Yeah. So I know Ben is not here. He's still recovering from his live. But just in case you forget, this is what 35 looks like, people. I mean, just to be clear, that is what 35 looks like. So,
And we have Pepper
um,
Jackie as well here.
Pepper Jackie, hi. Okay, so Jeffrey also bought me two very nice boxes
Ooh,
to keep tarot decks in. So they're magnetic
nice.
and they will do that. So
What will you keep in them?
decks that will fit in there.
Oh, okay.
And
That's a very
so
very me answer.
yeah, but right now I actually have the Triomphe de Luna
Mm,
Paradoxical Rose illustrated pips, which
mm.
I'm not talking about that right now.
Yeah, I don't
So
care. I mean, I'm those. I love the original. I would like to have the original. I don't have the regular or the illustrated, but I never cared for these paradoxical, which I'm really happy because I don't want them.
you don't need them. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, some. So that's the other thing. And so what do you got?
I have a piece of desert rose,
Ooh, look at that.
which belonged to my grandma, actually. And I remember being at their house and just, looking at this and not knowing what it was, just being like, oh, it's really cool. And when I was going through the stuff that we took away because they both died now, and we have some of their, belongings, and I went through the bookshelf recently, and I was like, oh, that's a desert rose. I'm claiming that, so that's coming to me.
Very
So
nice.
I have it now on my in front of my favorite deck section, which is the Majesticor, the Oak Ash and Thorn, the Smoke Ash and Embers, and the True Black. That
Hmm.
four just looks so nice next to each other. I don't know why.
Oh, cool.
And
Cool.
I keep this one in front of them
That's beautiful.
as a special thing.
So Richie Longmantera has called me out because Gerald kindly bought me some decks. Oh wait, basically what he's saying is I am a lazy sod who has not posted them, and so he's calling me to filth. And okay, I mean you're getting a lot of decks, dude. So yeah.
I
What a
mean,
stink
if
eye, Gerald.
someone would, get me decks and they would be sitting on them, I would be like, do you
I'm
want to have
sitting on
some?
them, and now every time he mentions it, I'm sitting on them even a little bit more. But I'm not. I'm
And you're
just
not a
lazy.
Slytherin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
Slytherin. I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah,
Hi,
exactly.
Tanya.
That
Glad
would
to
have
have
been
you
my
here.
next sentence.
Yeah. So, but Richie
Storm
and
is
I have
gone.
talked about it. So, I know you jest because I'm actually serious. I'm a slacker. I
You
actually
do
have
not.
something
You
to.
do not look like that with
Oh, I'm
all the
totally a
lives and
slacker.
everything.
Yeah. 2 lives in one day. Yes. So, giant cuddly boy. Aw. I have decks to mail. I also have decks to mail to Sandra and Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path.
If anybody wants to mail me decks, feel free. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stand in anybody's way of mailing me decks. Just say, even though I don't have a wish list anymore. If you wanna know why, watch my latest video. I'm getting
Yes.
good at this self promotion shit.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
right?
And so I'm just saying that we have Tara living with Manasa, who we were talking about earlier.
And I will reach out honestly because I slack too. I'm a lazy ass. But I have an excuse. Oh, things that bring me joy. My sister came back for the summer holiday from Kuwait, so
Okay.
she arrived yesterday. So we're happy, very very happy she's
That
here.
is good. That is good. And Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, is actually calling me out as well. So,
I mean,
and Debbie said, Aquarius out, procrastinators unite.
I think we're united. If I look around, I think we're united.
And it's all good. Calla Lizzie is here. Hello.
Oh hi.
Slackers unite. Yes.
that's a
My
that's a
wish
new
list.
that's a new band. Besides the Tug Box Rage.
Oh, Tuckbox Rage. Yes. And my wish list is out of control. Long haha. Well, stay tuned because we're going to be having a conversation about how to manage some deck buying. I don't know if it's going to be on my channel, Ben's channel, Richie's channel. You just have to subscribe.
Yeah,
So
and if you want to invite me, I'm shamelessly, offering to be part of the conversation as well because I'm interested in the topic.
yeah. Wani is
See,
here. Hello. Yeah.
Lisa is with me.
Yeah. Lisa wants to have all of the decks sent to her too. So that's good.
I mean, you
Um,
have to put out your request to the universe. Isn't that what everybody says? So she's just doing that, She's practicing
mhm.
law of attraction, I think.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
Michelle.
Law of Attraction. Michelle My Bell is here. Hello. And oh, Sassy Eyes. That sounds like a song. Maybe we could have that for my next birthday. We could do it in a,
Ooh.
have everybody cover my song. So, but but So something that I talked about, I believe it was last Monday when Ben Ritchie and I did a Sheridan Douglas deck casual.
Yeah.
Um, I was talking about the Three of Swords. Does anybody remember that?
I only
And
remember one part where the ink, where the color wasn't what it's supposed to be, and the legs looked weird.
yeah,
Yes, I do.
yes, she did. She did. I canceled my outstanding Terra orders. I'm trying to get it under control. Shauna Ray, I fully support that. So you remember this. This is the three
Oh,
of swords. And one of the things that I did is I bought the 45 adapter because I wanted to prove a point. Does this not look
wow.
like that?
Exactly. It
I
looks
and
exactly like that.
So sometimes something that
Wow.
brings me joy is getting something very inexpensively on Amazon because it just makes me giggle.
That's cool.
So, so yeah. And my universe is restricting me from buying on Amazon today. LOL. I only get failure notices. Guess that means I'm not shopping.
The universe wants something, when I always say that if there's really repeated blockages, you shouldn't. There's a reason why you shouldn't buy that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Maybe there's going to be a deal later, and you're getting better. You
Calla
never know.
Lizzie, Liz said, manage my deck buying. I don't know what you mean. Well, yeah, I get it. I get it. Do you remember the guns that shot those little plastic
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And yeah, from the
Huh.
old 45s. So I just canceled an order I made yesterday, Shauna Ray. I'm
Wow.
really trying to get to know my decks better, not bring in new ones.
I mean, if I
Yeah,
went as far as to ordering the deck, I would never cancel it. I
yeah,
would be like, it's
yeah,
all done. It's coming now. So
yeah. But this is one of those things. Everybody needs to know their limit and
yes.
purchase responsibly, because seriously, you need to. I mean, you do you. You keep using those words. I do not think they mean what you think they mean, Gerald.
Which one?
Purchase responsibly. Know your limits. I think she's calling me out.
Or
Maybe.
were we using something else like?
No, I
Wow,
think it's
cancel all
this.
Kickstarter. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. And I think we all go through those phases, and that's
Yeah, I
very,
mean, I
very
don't go to
important.
Kickstarter because it's to be honest, for me, it's just I saw a deck that was really interesting, the AI made deck that I knew that I would love.
Uh-huh.
But then I look at the price and I was like, the AI made these, artworks, and you're asking for like 50 bucks for a deck or even more. Plus, then I need to pay for international shipping and then value added tax. And I'm like,
Yeah.
100 and something bucks for just one deck when I can buy
Mm-hmm.
four mass market for that money.
Yeah. Yeah. And those are all important things to consider.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I would love
really.
to, just buy them all, but
Yeah. Okay, Calla Lizzie got the Princess Bride reference, and
I didn't.
I missed that.
Same. Oh my god.
So,
I should
you
rewatch the
know, uh,
movie.
I've seen that movie once. Yes, believe it or not. Ben is here. Wait a minute, I can't even get Ben.
Oh,
Jeez.
Ben is here. Oh, see, we talked about him enough.
We did, and to remind people, this is Ben,
I just
right?
love this. I mean, it makes me happy. I'm so sorry, Ben, but this picture just makes me happy.
Yeah. Um,
I don't
okay,
think Steve
anyhow.
what you think that means. Now I know, but at first I was like, did we say something that
Yeah, he's awake. When I watch Princess Bride, here's a true,
that's
something you
what
didn't
she
know about
said?
me. So, I didn't know it was a comedy, and I was taking it very seriously. And it wasn't until
Oh,
halfway in that I went, I can't switch gears now. I mean,
Oh, I know. I
so
mean, I can
anyhow,
understand. It's so interesting. I mean,
so
there's a book that's mandatory in high school. No, not high school, elementary school, I think here, and or maybe in high school. I don't care. It's from a Hungarian author, and we read it in class as a drama. And
mhm,
then when my sister was doing her bachelor paper, we had to reread the books because of her thesis. And she was like, "But it's actually it's a comedy. And if you read it as a comedy, it's hilarious. But when we
yes,
were reading it, that oh, this is serious, and they were doing this, and yeah, I was just like,
yeah,
I hating this. I don't want to do this. It's just like horrible and boring. But if you read it as it was intended by the author as a
yes,
comedy, I just lost my mind. I laughed so hard and so much,
yep, yep,
and I just sometimes it happens that you read something or watch something and you're not how you're supposed to watch it or read it, and
yes,
yeah,
yes.
it's just
Your
really
perspective
interesting.
is really important. And
Yeah,
just to be very clear, so everyone sees this, I have just went down a peg in tarot and witcheries, estimation. So I lost count of how many times I've seen Princess Bride. Wow.
I mean, I watched
And
it the movie. I mean, Anne Hathaway, so you know,
yeah. Um,
I was young, you know, when that movie came out, so it was my generation's princess movie. So you should have watched it multiple times because you're in the same generation as me. Duh.
oh, and Richie is saying Chekhov is like that. Supposed to be a comedy, not the high tense drama
Yes.
we now make it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the Three Sisters, or I don't even know what. I think that's the English title.
Hmm.
Is horribly boring and just dragged out if you read it as a
Yeah. Jared and Richie are all the cake ate all the cake earlier today. Great.
good.
So
Good.
and I'm expecting Ben and Tangi will do something with the Princess Bride now because we've been talking about it so much.
Good idea.
So yeah. Okay, so you showed us that wonderful thing from your grandparents.
Yes,
So is it my turn?
I think so. I have two things left.
Okay, well, I'm going to I'll go next. So one of the things that Jeffrey got me is the 7th year anniversary gift is, I believe, copper. And so he bought me 3 different kinds of stones,
Oh,
crystals. So he bought me a black onyx and created a nice little tag.
oh, that's
And
nice.
so you can't really see that. And there's that one. And see, I have to put these right back in. And then he also, I think copper is the metal. And he got me copper night,
Oh,
which is lovely. It's
nice.
it reminds me of like a hard candy. So, but
There's a
I'm not gonna put.
Hungarian like candy that black that looks like that.
Hmm. So there's that one, and
So don't
then
eat it.
yeah, I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it. And then the last one is um, cuprite, I believe, which is a copper oxide. This is what it cuprite,
Oh, I
and
love
it's
what it
a
does.
so
So interesting. Is it sparkly?
is what?
Is it sparkly, or there are just some facets
It
or something?
it has that sort of coppery metallic-y
No.
sort of feel to it.
Hmm.
And I love it. It's just like Richie said, crystals, crystals. Did someone say crystals? Yes. So,
Stay tuned.
Tanya loves Cooprite. And right, Richie, I can talk about crystals all day. So, but yeah.
I
So
might have
yeah.
seen a live where the crystals were mentioned and Jonathan was there.
Oh
Might
yeah,
have seen one.
might have. I don't know anything about crystals.
Yeah.
Richie, do you know anything about crystals? So, anyhow. Ha ha ha. So, and yes, we ate all the cake.
Good.
So, all right. So, you have something else to show? Something else
I
that
mean,
makes you happy? Ooh.
I don't know how to show. So you're probably not gonna be able to see that this is a dragon
Oh,
on a
look at
piece of
that.
rose quartz. Because I really felt like I was wearing a tiny piece of heart shaped rose quartz in my bra because I wanted to be close to my heart chakra. So I was like wearing it, and that's an advantage of having a bra. But
Mm-hmm.
I almost lost it twice. I mean, it fell down and it disappeared because I went through everything. I was like not a blind person, just trying to find everything. It wasn't there. And
Mm-hmm.
then 2 minutes later, I just looked down and it was there. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I need a pendant with rose quartz. And this was the
Yeah,
third um, result. So I was like, it's a dragon. I need it.
it's beautiful. And Ben said,
So,
every time I see a dragon, I think of you,
yay!
Orshi.
That makes me happy.
Well, yes, and I thought it was very saucy too, Orshi, because it's like, what were you doing? Were you like taking your bra off and waving it around your head, dancing or something?
Well, I mean, maybe you don't believe it, but I don't sleep in my bra. So sometimes I take it off. So yes, surprise.
That's
I know,
practical tips. These are important.
mind blown.
So,
I know. I mean,
yeah,
some people
mind blown.
sleep in their bra, so there are sleeping bras, but I would never be able to do that.
I don't sleep in my bra.
Some people do.
I don't. So,
So
anyhow,
yeah.
oh my gosh. Listen to us. We have gone off the rails.
Why?
So,
It's a completely normal topic, so we shouldn't be like, "Ooh, bra."
yes. Jonathan said, I'd love to have a casual with
Yes,
Orshi about
I
dragons. I'm
know.
a big dragon fan myself. Yep,
I mean, I mean, a
yep.
tiny baby dragon.
And just to be clear, Richie Longmantero, he sleeps in his bed.
It's in
So
my bed is here. I sleep in not in a coffin. I'm still not a vampire. Working on it. Still haven't happened. So
you don't
still
sleep in a
sleep.
coffin?
Not yet. I mean, I don't know if I want to sleep in a coffin when I'm a vampire. It just makes no sense to me.
Okay. Hmm.
A bed seems more comfortable. Or maybe if I can be like a bat and sleep upside down, hanging from a ceiling or something like that, that would be cool.
I think that, yeah, the blood would rush to my head and that would make me
Yeah, if
weird.
you're a human, but if you're a vampire, who knows?
True, true.
So yeah,
So,
I'll update
so
you.
yes, please update me. You have the accent for it.
I mean, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So,
Dracula was just one country,
yeah, just a
apart.
hop, skip,
So
and a jump over there, just a train ride.
yeah,
It's okay.
exactly.
So, oh, chat just jumped. So, my bra isn't big enough to sleep in, and it's a good idea, Jonathan. I would like to hear from people who love dragon symbols and what it means to them, and maybe dragon history too.
I mean, I'm
Mm.
hoping Jonathan can bring in the history because I know I was just thinking about this the other day that I don't know shit about the history. We'll talk about it on the live.
There. Oh, well played, well played. Lady Knight of Avalon Maria said, so my Patronus is a wildcat. Love that. And my wand is hawthorn with unicorn core.
Ooh, I have some sort of cat as well as a Patronus, but I haven't checked it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to make my wand actually because you get a picture of the wand how it looks like. So if you get
Yes.
a piece of wood, you could actually carve it out. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that at some point. That would be cool.
Cool. Yeah. So the last thing I have to share is I recently bought some things that bring me joy. They are books, and these are used books, and this came as a result of after the Sheridan Douglass deck casual, because the fold out is does a really nice job of explaining the tarot. So I actually bought two copies of Alfred Douglas the Tarot,
Oh,
and maybe I don't know if one is an updated one, but this one in particular, what I particularly like about it is it's a used copy, and someone, I'll just open to a page here. Someone actually was taking notes in them and
oh,
actually made an illustration of the Terre de Marseille, and that just makes me, I mean, I so love that. I
that's so
like
cool.
to see the notes about that. Oh, and Richie said I'm making my own wand at the moment. So,
Cool.
and I think that's something that I'd like to do is I'd like to do a wandathon where everybody does films a video of their wands. So,
Mm. I only
and
have a Harry
so
Potter one because
yeah, I love it with the notes.
I don't use it for magical purposes, you know. So
Hmm.
I don't really do a lot of witchcraft or rituals. I've started to do, but I work with my hands,
Sure,
you
sure.
know, jazz hands. So
Yeah. Tara living with Manasa said books, crystals, tarot, and peanut butter equal my happy places. Yeah.
yeah,
And I would
exchange
say
the peanut butter for Nutella for me, and
and I would say if you make them peanut butter cookies, I'm even happier. So, yeah, I
wasting all that
loved
time.
used books. Yes.
I do too,
So,
and I love used decks. You know, I always like when something has a history.
I do
That's
too.
why you know. I mean, you can't tell, but that's why I was happy to get this deck from a friend.
Sure.
And
Yes.
I have the Everyday Witch. I'm gonna shut up immediately. I
No.
have the Everyday Witch tarot that's used because I wanted a used copy of that deck.
Okay. Okay. Um, and April Tarot and Witchery said, "Stop, Gerald. I'm on a sugar fast."
I should be on too.
I'm not. And Wani is a baker, so there you go.
Okay.
And
Are you
Maria,
coming
Lady Night
over?
about. Uh, Maria said, "My boyfriend is an American, and we both don't like peanut butter. I love him. Aw."
The little things, right?
So, and Beth says, "I have a T-shirt that says Crystals, Yoga, and Stevie
Stephen
Nicks."
X.
Yeah, I actually like used decks too. So one of the other books that I bought because I also found other books by Alfred
Oh,
Douglas is the How to Consult the I Ching, the Oracle of Change, and so I think I have another book of it, and it's a really thick one, uh, but this was inexpensive, and then I bought another book by Alfred Douglas, which is
oh,
ESP, Extrasensory Power, and this was published in 1977.
hmm.
So I was curious about it because I think it was like a research paper. So
Oh, interesting.
anyhow, so
Yeah,
I like things like that. Like to surround myself by books.
yeah. I mean, who can tell?
Yeah, if you
I
can't
mean, I
tell.
would love to have a library like that, you know. Even
Hmm.
though none of the books that I read and love look like that,
Yeah.
because they look colorful and they're like modern books, but the feel, oh
Yeah.
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 Okay, my last thing. You're gonna be all so surprised that it's the Smoke Ash and Embers divination coin because
Ooh.
I finally got it. Yeah, this is the sleeping dragon. This is the no part, and this is the yes with a
Look at
sword,
that.
and I just love it.
Mm.
I love shiny things. I like dragons. So this is
Mm-hmm.
speaking to my soul. A dragon coin.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? You know, if we would still pay with shit like this. I know why, you know, uniforming money is important because it's the same value and blah blah blah. But I loved
Uh-huh.
old coins, how they look. I really like looking at coin collections and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you know.
Mm. I think that's great. And do you use that often, or is it something like a worry, something that you use
I
that
mean,
way?
I actually included it in my latest pick a card as a yes no question at the end because I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
oh, I want to use it. So I every pile got a chance to ask a question, and then I flipped it. I mean, I just told Stephanie that I need to learn how to do it in a really cool and
Oh,
magical way because I'm like, I can't even spin it. It's too hard. I don't know how to do this.
uh-huh.
Because it's the same with, you know, I can more or less riffle shuffle the deck, but I cannot bridge it back. I just, no matter how
Uh-huh.
much I tried, I practiced. Maybe it's because I have tiny hands. I don't know, but I can. I watched tutorials from magicians and everything, and I tried, and I can learn
Are
it.
you trying it with that coin? Because that seems a really big. So
It's heavy, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
I might
but
try it with a regular coin, something, you know.
yeah, probably we're gonna break a finger or something like that. But I mean,
We don't want you to break a finger because then that means you'll have difficulty,
yeah.
shuffling and doing things. So, but
But
that's
it
not
feels
good.
so nice. You can just use it and do this, and it just it feels nice. It's a
Mm-hmm.
hefty one. And the detail, honestly, I mean, you won't be able to see on this camera, even though the quality is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so detailed. Like
Yeah, that is
it's
detailed.
not oh, let's pretend it's a dragon. No, you can see the eyes, you can see the tiny details on the head and everything. So
Oh,
it's beautiful.
and April Tarot and Witchery is talking about their puppy. So it's
Oh,
like, oh. So Jonathan has to go,
bye, Jonathan.
and said, email me about
Yes.
that dragon chat.
Okay, I will.
And
I mean,
so,
I will email Minasa as well. I mean, I need to do this.
yes,
I need
Terra
to make
Living
it.
with Manasa is your next one.
Yes, I'm gonna
So,
make a note.
okay, we'll wait.
I'm getting my fountain pen.
Ooh, what color
Um,
ink?
it's a burnt orange.
Nice.
I mean, I'm almost out of it, so I can change because it's a really huge inkwell. So
It really is. I love that inkwell.
yeah, I mean, I love this pen. It's the Twisby Eco.
Wow.
What am I doing?
Emailing Terra
Jonathan,
Living with
yes.
Manasa,
Yeah, so
and then
Jonathan.
emailing Jonathan Daly, re dinosaurs. And everybody should like and
Don't say
subscribe.
dinosaurs.
Oh, dragons, sorry, dinosaurs.
That's that. I know. It's just that's the running joke in my family. Everyone's like, "Oh, what is it? A dinosaur?" And I'm like, "It's a dragon."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
here
be
you go.
passionate about. Yes. Okay. Making more notes. Or you know what? I'm gonna ask you to email me. Just please, or DM me or Instagram or leave a comment or something like that.
Yeah, more on
Please, please.
Instagram than Facebook because,
I'm not on Facebook really, but you can message me on the messenger because it's on my phone. So if you direct message me, I will always
mhm,
see that. But
yeah,
I struggle with
yeah,
Facebook in general. Yes,
yeah.
I mean I
And
have fun with
Jonathan
that.
also likes fountain pens too. I have
Yeah,
fountain
I
pen
I have I
right
have more
here.
inks than tarot decks.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah,
So,
200 plus more than that.
okay, wow. Julie Kuchowat said, I always thought dragons were dinosaurs.
No, they are not. They are different. They are magical. They are fantastic, and they are just glorious.
Well, see, what you need to do is you need to do a live and prove that to us.
I will. You think I can't?
No, I know you can. That's what I'm counting on. So,
Mm.
all right. So, um, what do you have coming up on your channel, Orshi?
This one is coming up, like the Field Tarot walkthrough.
Yes.
Other than that, I'm kind of trying to get back into the live business. So hopefully, I want to do a tarot reading, free tarot reading tomorrow as well. I cannot promise 100% sure that it's gonna happen because sometimes I just feel really, like crap, and I don't feel like doing it. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna schedule it a few hours ahead, and then you can
Yes.
see it. So
And so everybody should like and subscribe to your channel. Link is below.
yeah,
So,
I have a lot of inks.
yeah, a video about all those inks.
I mean, some of them I talked about in the video that I did about inks for magical purposes. So
Yes.
one of my
Yeah.
favorites are there, but
Ooh, we
I can
just
show you.
passed 11111.
Oh
Love
yes,
that.
and I
Love
completely
that.
missed it. Awesome.
So I'm going to watch the wish list video for sure, Shauna Ray said.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I can't
Yes.
promise you that it's gonna change your life. It's just me thinking out loud.
Well, and I think, to be honest with you, I think that is a helpful thing because
Oh, good.
sometimes I need to think out loud, and other times I need to hear people think out loud because it
Yeah.
helps me inform and gives me an idea. Something you may have said makes me go, huh, that's an interesting idea. I wouldn't do that, but I would do this.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, so that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I never post because I'm like, I know better. I just wanna, preach from my high horse. My horse
Yeah.
has tiny legs. It has tiny hands and tiny legs. But I don't know. I like. This is what my thought process. I always think. I always have
Hmm.
conversations about things in my head, and
That's
sometimes I'm
beautiful.
recording
Yes.
them.
And we're lucky because of that.
Oh,
So,
it's such a good
you're
liar. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
am not lying.
I know.
It's true, people. Do not make me get Terra Sachet out for the next live.
Or
Well, and Tarot Sachet's cousin should be showing up sometime soon. So,
ooh,
yes. So, and then you're also going to have a live with Terror Living with Manasa. You're going to do a live about
yes.
dragons with Jonathan Daly,
And maybe someone with a mustache will appear on my paper clips and lollipops stream, which
which
is
we
all
will do
about
that
not
after we go
tarot.
live. Yes, it's not tarot. See, I'm boring. I don't know anything
No,
about
you're not.
trials or
Nobody's
movies.
boring.
Okay.
If you watch,
I'm
if you watch,
differently exciting.
if you watch any of those streams, it was such a nice conversation because we get to talk about anything about except for the most obvious common thing we have.
Sure.
We talk about
Yeah.
food, TV shows, what you saw when you looked out the window, stuff like that. Random
Bye,
talk.
April. And
Okay,
April,
bye bye.
or
Standing
she will
love to
be in
you though.
touch with you. Yes. Yes. So later today, I'm going live on Circle of Friends.
Oh,
But
that's
wait,
really
there's more. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., I am doing
ooh.
readings with Jane, the Seeker Tarot.
Oh.
Looking forward to that. We're using the Enchanted Unicorn Oracle that
Oh, I love that. I
we
love
did
how it
that.
looks. That's a pretty
Yeah,
one.
yeah. And then Tuesday afternoon, I'm doing Oracle readings with Tangi.
Can I
But
get one?
wait,
I'm not
if you
gonna be
show
there, but
up,
can I get one? I can't. It's too late for me.
is it your 10 o'clock?
Yeah, is it Wednesday?
Yes. No, it's
Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. I might try to stay up, but I can't promise.
You're gonna fall asleep. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday evening, I am a guest on Aiden Reads Tarot,
Oh.
where he has a series called Ask the Experts, and I'm on with Black
Mm.
Cat Tarot, Maya, and I'm like going, I'm an expert. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
what? I mean,
Uh,
just genuinely curious.
I,
What's the topic? Do you know or?
I don't know yet.
Oh, so it's
I
a
think
surprise.
it's just
Okay.
going to, it's going to be fun. It's going to be
Yeah, I mean,
fun.
I didn't hear about that channel, so But you're gonna share it on the community tab, right? The links
I
and
will
everything.
share it on the community
Ah,
tab.
cool, cool.
Yes. And then Wednesday, Ben and I are talking with Terry Lee, Pure Visionary Psychic Medium. And we're doing a
Oh,
casual with her, getting to know them. And then next Monday, Long Stash, Letha Convo,
mm, long stash.
Long Stash. So, but well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for
Yes,
those of
thank
you who
you.
are watching the playback. Appreciate it. If you would like to get a hold of Orsi, the links are below. And oh, the subject is going to be fly fishing.
Fly fishing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there you go. I could take that in a very, very wrong place.
I mean,
Fly fishing. There you go.
I could take that into such a deep philosophical conversation.
Yeah, and I'm not going to. So, oh, of course you are my sassy eyes. Sassy eyes. That sounds like a good song. So,
Yeah.
anyhow, all right, everybody, thank you so very much. Like, subscribe to Orsi's channel, thumbs up, all of
Thank you.
that good stuff. Um, leave comments in the playback. You're
That helps
welcome.
channels. Yes.
Yes, it does help channels. It
Yeah,
does.
absolutely.
And you're welcome, Julie. And
I just saw Lizzie's comment.
yeah, yeah, filth. And
Shame.
so,
Shame.
yeah, but
Shame.
Aiden's like, 19 or 20, so no,
Oh my god.
we will be
So
very
young.
appropriate.
Oh my god, so
So,
young.
all right, everybody, thank you very much. Take care and bye.